Hello, welcome back to the Monday Night Live with your host, Colleen. Hi, how are you? I'm doing pretty well. I took the month of October off, so there's that. It wasn't intended, it wasn't intentional, it wasn't planned, but it felt right. And right now, I'm in the mood for doing what feels right. So tonight we're going to do some ADF talk because that's why y'all are here. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of ADF. And that's going to roll into some new wellness practices and my latest diagnosis. Not a bad thing. And then ultimately, what am I doing with my channel? Because it's a little up in the air. So we'll get into all of that. Of course, ask any questions. I'll be happy to give you any advice, suggestions, and have the community chime in because never ever forget, this is a community. We talk to each other in the chat, in the comments, and if you're not familiar, we have an entire ADF Facebook group that is free and private that you have full access to. All you have to do is request. I actually forgot to put the link in the description box, but it's Alternate Day Fasters Unite on Facebook. What was the last time I checked, it was like 33,000 members. I was like, what is happening? 33,000 members. It's probably at 35 by now, but there's a lot of people, which means there's a lot of insight, input, a lot of communication going on in there. Talk to each other, build your own communities within it, and do your ADF thing. Okay. Of course, there'd be a jumbo size army jet just flying over my head when I want to speak. Is you finished or is you done? Okay. Anywho's, hi. The hair is hairy. She's coming along. She's doing little ting-tings. All right, so let's talk about ADF. What y'all been up to? What y'all been doing? Remember, we're still locked in. We're still locked in for the last quarter of the year. I'll start off by saying I think I'm done, like, with any kind of weight loss journey. I've stopped looking at the scale for a while now. I recently went to the doctor, maybe like last week, Wednesday, and I got on after breakfast with clothes on, with boots on, and it was 169. It was 169 with closed boots, shoes, and after breakfast. So that means without all that, I'm probably like at 165. And I feel pretty good here. I'll show you like a little body shot of what this is like. Well, I'll get to that another time. But I will, what was I gonna say? 165-ish. I'm 5'10". I feel pretty good here. I am a small 8, full 6. And yeah, I feel really good. I just want to just get my muscles. Well, I can't lose them, but I just want to build my lower body. And that's about it. I'm pretty happy with where I am. I will say that the biggest thing that I've done this year was my blood work. To be honest, the biggest thing that I've done this year is my blood work. Why? It's because if you're new here, hi, my name is Colleen. I lost over 60 pounds doing alternate day fasting, right? Alternate day fasting is an intermittent fasting protocol where you eat one day and then don't eat one day, and then you eat one day, and then you don't eat one day, alternating days intermittently. Okay. I lost a big old amount of weight, 60 pounds in about 8 months, 65, 60, it fluctuated. So the most I lost was 67 pounds. But I just call it over 60 pounds, right? Alternate day fasting, just that. And I went from 252 to like a 190, 188, hovering around there. Lowest I got doing alternate day fasting was 179. I had to stop alternate day fasting. Okay. I'm just a guru at this point, and I motivate and share my story to hopefully inspire you to alternate day fast, right? I had to stop in 2023. The summer of 2023, I made the why I'm never alternate day fasting video again. And I tried to alternate day fast even after that video, but the reason I stopped was because when I was alternate day fasting, I was getting jaundice. So jaundice was like a liver condition that builds up bilirubin in the system, bile isn't flowing, and thus the bilirubin shows through the eyes, then the sclera, in yellowness. If I was pale, my skin would have probably been yellow, but because I am a dark-skinned woman or a woman of color, the jaundice didn't show my skin, but it showed through my eyes. And every time I fasted, I would always get jaundice. It never failed. It never failed. And I was like, oh, okay. Either, oh God, you're so funny. Why would you take away the only thing that worked for me? It's because your body is the smartest thing that you'll ever be blessed with in life. I need you to understand that your body, if it doesn't like something, it's not going to hesitate to show you. You could have your own plans, but your body is like, yeah, no, we're going to do this over here and show you we don't like this. And my body was showing me, you can't go this long without eating. Your system, your organs are not responding well to this. And so the accumulation of not eating for prolonged periods of time, it caught up with me. And so with that introduction and story, me getting a blood test earlier this year, I found out I had Lyme disease, right? So I'll roll into this picture here, which was, why is it doing everything but what I wanted to do? Okay, so this picture here, this was me before being diagnosed and after treatment. So that was this year. And, I was trying to lose weight, doing some form of fasting. Obviously, I couldn't go as long as I was, but I had ended up doing a alternate day fasting challenge with you all, I think November 2024 or so. Lost 14 pounds in 2 weeks, which for one, yeah, that sounds nice, but it's actually not. And it took me by surprise. I was like, what? And then I took 3 days off the day before my period and gained back 9. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So with that huge fluctuation of a massive weight drop and then a massive weight gain in days, I went to the doctor. I went straight to the doctor. I was like, Doc, my legs are swelling up. My face is extra puffy. Because once again, if you look at the video or the picture in the beginning, I knew I was puffy, but like, I didn't know how puffy I was until I looked at my face without inflammation. And I rooted for myself. I advocated for myself because she was trying to tell me, drink more water, get more rest. Are you stressed? Like, that's why it's very important. Like if you are obese, hurry up and lose weight because the doctors will not take you serious. They will. I wasn't obese at the time, but she probably only took me seriously because I wasn't obese. She didn't have obesity to blame it on. Oh, you might want to lose weight. Hurry up and lose the weight so they could take your health seriously. But anyways, for some reason I did the blood panel. She decided to add the lime just randomly. Or maybe it's random to me. It's my first time really doing all of this up in this neck of the woods. I'm from the city. Your city slickers don't worry about ticks, okay? We ain't hiking. The lime came back positive. And so with that, she gave me a 28-day round of antibiotics. Okay, 28 days of antibiotics. Did it the entire month of February. And so, yeah, you can see how doing the medication for the Lyme disease, it kind of kickstarted my weight loss because I wasn't really fat. I was inflamed. That's one of the phrases I stand by. Sometimes you're really not fat, you're just inflamed. And this picture shows you that because once I went through the round of antibiotics and the new diagnosis is I am Lyme free. I went back, did blood work in summer. And I never got a chance to see my doctor until last week about the test results. So here I am thinking I still have Lyme disease. She's like, no, it came back negative. I was like, are you for real? And it makes sense because I was no longer highly inflamed, but I still have the remnants, which is like the fatigue. But if I didn't get the blood work done to restart my weight loss journey, I don't think, actually, I know I wouldn't have made it to this weight, which is 165. The lowest I've ever been in my adult life was when I was like 22, 23, like 21, 22, 23, I was like small. It's 169, 167. So these numbers are not unfamiliar to me. It's just I haven't seen them in a very long time. And to be 165 now, I'm having a lot of fun. As you can see, low rise to the world. Don't let me get a tummy size. It's over. God wants me to behave, so I shall. And I don't have the monetary discrepancies to fund that yet. But let me get my hand on $8,000. It's a wrap. So 165 currently. Anywho's, that's fun. The moral of the story is do your blood work. Do your blood work and make sure what you're doing is helping and not hindering your progress, where you want to be, where you want to go. Because to be honest, yes, weight loss is a big part of like what I do here, but the foundation has always been wellness. I love wellness. Wellness, if I was really like a good influencer, I would be a wellness influencer. Like I would be getting all the colostrums, all the collagens, all the supplements. I would have ritual sponsorships. I would have Bloom give me all the supplements. I want to do all the Pilates. I want to go to all the the plunges, all the sauna. Like I'm crazy about wellness. So yes, and the mental wellness. So yeah, as Shan mentioned, the Vyvanse, like if you think you may have ADHD, go to the psychiatrist, go get tested. It doesn't hurt to test. Oh, at my big age? Yes, at your big age. Because you could be struggling silently or you can be blooming. Pick your hard. With that, let's get into some pros and cons. And if you want to, you can chime in and I'll read any pros of ADF. And I want to tell you the cons now that I'm really, because I'm kind of done with the weight loss aspect, I'm harping in on wellness. Wellness, 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 health, longevity, organs working, blood moving, circulation. Because guess what? Guess what? On Wednesday, it's your good sis's birthday. Birthday babes. All right, Scorpio gang gang. I was going to be 36. I was 35 right now. I was going to be 36. And I'm not trying to depend on Botox, fillers. I'm not trying to depend on Sephora sales to paint my face. I want to wake up and look proud. Not like a beauty, because everybody needs help with, it's very rare to wake up naturally beautiful. Okay. But I want to look beautiful, glowing from within. So wellness it starts from the inside. All right, let's get into some pros. Pros of ADF. You lose weight. Y'all drop how much weight loss you've had with alternate day fasting, any kind of intermittent fasting protocol you've had. I lost over 60 pounds with alternate day fasting, never to be found again. Like when I lost it. And I'm till this day, I started alternate day fasting back in 2021, lost it that year. Within 8 months, lost 60 pounds. Till this day, I'm shocked that weight hasn't found me. Not that I'm looking for it. I'm not looking for it. But I'm just impressed. Because mind you, if you've ever tried to lose weight or weight has been like something that's been on your brain for a long time, sometimes you're so used to failing that like anything like is just another, oh yeah, I'm used to failing. I mean, yeah, the weight came back. That weight never found me again. Okay. Another pro, let me see how much y'all lost. 17 pounds since September 1st. 60 pounds on ADF, amazing. 18 pounds, 30 pounds, 73 to go. Kimberly has a daughter on 11/5. She'll be 26. Lovely. I'm going to get into all your comments at the end, but I want to pack this for the replayers. It's my baby's birthday tomorrow, almost birthday twin. Yes, we love it. We love it. So weight loss is a pro. A big pro for me was learning how to emotionally regulate. And although I knew about this before alternate day fasting truly, I guess, locked it in and allowed me to learn how to emotionally cope without food, because a lot of us are emotional eaters, binge eaters, happy eaters, sad eaters, bored eaters, traumatic eaters. We're just eaters. She's an eater. No. Behave. You want to understand why you're eating. especially if you're eating a lot. And I think the biggest reason I was able to keep the weight off was because I learned how to journal, remove emotions from me onto paper. I pray about it. That's why fasting is such a big part of different religious sectors. Monks do it, nuns do it, disciples, prophets, priests. People be fasting. Why? Because it's just a way to sacrifice, become more at peace with yourself, understand your bodies and your purpose more. It grounds you. Fasting grounded me so much and humbled me. Humbled is the word. That was a big pro. And if you are not integrating this part of alternate day fasting into your journey, it's going to be much harder for you because you're not solving the root of the problem. We're all fat for a reason. And the reason more than likely is you don't know how to emotionally cope. Which I don't want to hear that though. You want to hear about green teas and vinegar and all that. So I'll move on. Another pro of alternate day fasting, it will reduce inflammation like nobody's business. And with that, I will say that I think the reason I was able to not be as puffy as I was, I'll even show you this picture like tonight. Why is my stuff not? Like, this was my fibroids video picture, and this is from tonight. And I would say the reason I wasn't as inflamed or as puffy as I could have been was because of alternate day fasting. Alternate day fasting reduced, although I had inflammation, it reduced a lot of inflammation for me. I could have been in pain. My legs could have been super swollen. My ankles could have been incredibly swollen. Fingers, if it wasn't for alternate day fasting. Now, because I had Lyme disease, it was stopping a lot of the benefits of alternate day fasting, but sometimes you're not fat, you're just inflamed. You have a lot going on in the body, and the process, the mechanics of alternate day fasting or any kind of fasting, it allows the body to rest and reset. Depends on how long you're going to fast for. If you don't have any material on the mechanics of fasting, you should get some quick fast in a hurry. It's important to understand why fasting works. It'll help you stick to it better because the science behind fasting is fascinating. I find it fascinating. But that's just me. I'm a nerd. But when you understand what you're supposed to feel, the hormone changes, the autophagy properties, the waves of hunger, ghrelin, insulin, all those things, and when they will occur, you'll stop like white knuckling it through a day of fasting or hours of fasting, and you'll start preparing and even like wanting it, like ready to receive, because you know after this discomfort comes easiness. It'll improve your discomfort response and tolerance. And I did see EBZ say saving money. I saved a lot of money alternate day fast, any kind of fasting. 6 to sleep. Actually, I forgot to tell you that a 6 to sleep was a big benefit for me getting to my 165. I did the 6 to sleep challenge with you all. What was that? September? Yeah, September. 6 to sleep is exactly what it sounds like. 6 to sleep. Fasting from 6 to sleep. And That was incredible. Just having that time to give the body a rest, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. But the money I saved, I realized I saved a lot of money because most of my poor spending was after 6 p.m. Online scrolling, online ordering, eating, because like we eat our worst things, make our worst choices at nighttime, 6 p.m. and after. You go get those drinks. You go get the nice little sushi at the bar. All that's cut out when I did six to sleep. And I was like, oh, I have nothing to spend money on because nothing's exciting really. If I'm not spending money on food and clothes I don't need. Once again, if you're shopping out of boredom, you need to emotionally regulate. Seek help. Shade, no shade. Actually, not even shade. Real shit. Seek help. A lot of people are online shopping. It's madness. And of course, you could do what you want with your money, but you have to understand why you're doing it. And 6 to sleep, and as well as alternate day fasting, helped me realize that. But 6 to sleep more, because when I was alternate day fasting, I found myself purchasing even a little bit more because now I didn't have food as a crutch. Sometimes you can't catch all the emotions and traumas and things that you're not writing about. So if you're not writing about it, I promise you, it will show up in another way. Shopping, bed hopping, gossiping, doom scrolling, all kind of things. Endless flights. Speaking of, I'm supposed to be on a whole cruise this week. I canceled it. I can't. I'm supposed to be on a ship as we speak. I'll get more into that later. Any more pros? Of course, there's lots of pros. Clothes. You have a lot more options when it comes to shopping and wearing clothes. I wouldn't wear low-rise anything before. Actually, I probably still wouldn't wear low-rise anything. Like, I just took this for the picture. But you have a lot more options. And whatever you have now, you don't have to run out and buy a whole bunch of clothes. Sometimes your clothes just fits better. That's a beautiful thing. And you don't even have to lose weight. You will shred fat. Fasting will always shred fat. Because why? If once you use up your glycogen stores, you're going to switch into your fat stores and it's going to burn those up. You're going to always shed inches before pounds with fasting. That's why you start to lean out and sculpt. And once you lose inches, your clothes will fit better. Everything starts to get, a little more either looser or just better. There's a lot of pros. If you are thinking about doing alternate day fasting, I would suggest it. But as a woman, I will say, you need to research about fasting like a girl, because the biggest con, and I'll go into the con, I'll say the biggest con for me personally with alternate day fasting, because when I tell you I was super sad when I had to stop alternate day fasting, it seemed unfair to me because I did everything, and alternate day fasting worked for me and my all or nothing mentality. But I will say, for me personally, alternate day fasting caused liver stagnation. And if you already have a sluggish liver, poor digestion, and low bile production. It's no. It's a no. Mm-mm. Because now, and that's why I ended up getting jaundice, it's because when you eat, especially like foods that have fat in it of the like, when you eat, you will trigger bile, especially if you have something like bitterness on your tongue. It'll sense that and starts to produce bile. What bile is, it's considered in layman terms your body's detergent, like detergent for your system. It will go through your body, it'll clear up excess hormones, excess cholesterol, fats, toxins, and of course, you're supposed to have that go through your system and then excrete it as waste. When you're fasting, you essentially stop producing bile because there's nothing to trigger it. Bile also helps break down food in the system. So if you already had sluggish digestion, poor digestion, any irritabilities of the stomach, and now you're not producing bile, it can be disastrous. So my months of doing alternate day fasting, because when I was doing alternate day fasting, it was on like Donkey Kong. And that's why I ended up just shredding the 60 pounds. And I could have even lost more, but I was on and off with it. But I was doing ADF primarily for those 8 months. And it caught up with me. So I already probably had underlying conditions of sluggish bile and maybe an overtaxed liver. ADF kicked it up a notch. So with having the liver stagnation and the low production of bile, guess what? The bile isn't clearing out hormones. Excess hormones inside the body, such as estrogen, can feed things such as fibroids, which I had been diagnosed, 2 years ago at this point. And yeah, so you see how the system is so interconnected. It's very interconnected. With this con, I'll get into. I'm good. Thank you all so much. You're so sweet. Bless you. With this con, I'll tell you the new practices I have been doing. So, what was it? Maybe like 2 weeks ago, I was super sick. There's something going around in the air where it's like a cold, but it's extended. Even my doctor got it. I was like, what? You had the same thing I had? Even my doctor got it. It was an extended cold. It was like 9-10 days of a cold. It was no fever. It was just congestion, sneezing, all of this. And I was like, by day 5, I was over it because I was like, why is this taking so long? I remember seeing this girl on TikTok, right? This beautiful Black girl, and she like dedicates her page to healthy mukbangs. So she'll have like bowls of fruit, high collagen foods and all kind of stuff. One day I saw her come up and she was eating Myers lemons dipped in coconut sugar. And she said, having these lemons before my period cuts it by 1 day. And she said hers was already 3 days long. Her periods were already 3 days. And she said having lemons each day before her menstrual cut it by 1 day. And so I remembered that video. And I always hear about people saying, oh, honey, ginger, lemon. Da, 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 da. I decided to take it upon myself to have a lemon. Not just the lemon juice, but just eat a lemon. like peel it like an orange and eat the lemon. I said, I'm going to do this every day for 30 days. My cold ended up winding down by day 4 of the challenge. I don't even know what day I'm on right now. What day am I on? I think I'm on, no, let me see what day I'm on. Date 9, 30, 10, 11, 12. I'm on day 13 of a lemon a day. And it's been amazing. Let me get this girl out of the way. Like, girl, bye. It has been really incredible. It has helped with my liver stagnation because having the entire lemon, including the pith and the pits, I haven't eaten the rind yet because I haven't found organic lemons yet. But the pith has the bitterness. For 3 days, I was having the lemon, like one lemon, the fruit. Then my teeth started acting up. I was like, no, you're not going to catch me slipping. And so I started just having a peeled lemon mixed with cherries, collagen, and coconut water. Blended it up, started drinking that. When I tell you, y'all know how I feel. If you're new here, I love collagen. In collagen, we trust, especially after losing a lot of weight for me and not having the greatest skin elasticity. It has done wonders for volumizing and plumping and rehydrating my skin. Only vital proteins. When I tell you, nothing goes better with collagen than vitamin C. I knew this, but I didn't know that like having a lemon was truly like going to. And so I started watching Dr. Berg videos. He was like, have the whole lemon. Started watching doctors, have the whole lemon. I was like, oh, I'm on the right path here. Then I started having daily bowel movements. My skin started to like, I could see the structure coming back to my skin. It was incredible. And then something really amazing happened around like day 9. I decided not to take Vyvanse and I had energy. And it was the weirdest thing. I was like, this must be a placebo. Because after the whole Lyme disease diagnosis, I was depending on Vyvanse to like keep me up because I was so fatigued. But at that point, Vyvanse was helping me function. I decided to, let me see how I feel without this. And now I'm like on day 3 without Vyvanse. And I'm like, something's happening here. So I know people talk about gut health. I know they do. I get it. But I don't think we talk enough about properly extracting nutrients when you have little to no gut power, I would say. It's like you ever eat your food and you don't feel any nutrients being absorbed. You don't feel energy from the food. If anything, you feel like sleepy. That's because your stomach isn't working. So now that I'm taking the lemon a day, I'm actually extracting the nutrients out of my food. I guess because the bile is now being triggered. Listen, me and ChatGPT has been figuring it out together. We have a lemon a day thread together. Me and Chat just been talking to each other like, Chat, would you suggest? How about my kidneys? Working on the kidneys. The lemons are great for kidneys. I've had weak bladder since I was a child. And lately, I've been going gray. And your grayness is women's grays are tied to their kidneys, and men's balding is tied to their kidneys. So if you have weak kidneys, it'll definitely show in your hair. Balding, graying, thinning. I was going gray. I'm gonna see how it is after a month because I did like a color like 2 weeks ago and see how it's working on my kidneys because listen, after 2 children, a weak bladder, a fibroid tap dancing on it, I don't have the power. I don't have the power, okay? And understanding the power of gut health took me down like some podcasts and stuff. I promise I'm going to get to all your questions. It took me to some podcasts, and I ended up on a podcast called Well by Ariel. And she had a traditional Chinese medicine doctor on her podcast. You're down now 9 pounds. Oh, good job. Very proud of you. You're a big fan. I love that. She was talking about gut health, weak spleen qi, and all that. Started me down the traditional Chinese medicine route. Y'all, when I say I'm into wellness, I'm into wellness. Now I am a whole deep dive into TCM, Eastern medicine. I'm looking for an acupuncturist. Thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. TCM. I have been getting amazing results eating easy to digest foods, warm grounding foods, no more iced drinks, no more iced coffees, no more smoothies, no more raw salads, which is so funny. Which is so funny because I wasn't craving anything like cold. Anytime I go to like my office cafeteria, it's like a running joke. Nobody, like Colleen never gets the salad. Like it would seem like I would eat this. I never get the salad. Why? My body doesn't like cold. And in TCM, which is traditional Chinese medicine, so if you hear me say TCM and you ask me what TCM is, I don't have the energy to keep repeating it. So I'm gonna say TCM. In TCM, everything is just warm, grounding, especially for women. Okay, especially for women. If you want your womb to work for you, that's why warm, those heating pads during cramps, warmth. That's why they tell you, even when you have coffee, yes, it's a stimulant, but the majority of why coffee makes you go is because it's hot. It's the first thing you're throwing on your stomach. It's hot. That's why they tell you to drink hot water, hot tea. Hot water helps your digestion. Hot coffee makes you poop. Hot, grounded, warmth. I'm done with the smoothies. I'm happy that I don't have to have salads anymore because I didn't want them to begin with. I'm happy. The Jamaican in me loves soup. I can live off soup. Soup for president, okay? Having the other day, I made oatmeal for dinner. And they say the best way to know if you have strong stomach, or I think they call it qi, spleen qi. If your spleen qi is weak, are your fingers cold? Are your fingers and toes cold? Check them. That means there's no circulation there. I was eating the bowl of oatmeal, and as I was eating the oatmeal, I literally felt my fingers get hot. I wasn't holding the bowl. It wasn't piping hot because I can't enjoy piping hot oatmeal. But it was warm, it was moist, and it was full of warming spices such as cinnamon. So I'm really getting into traditional Chinese medicine because my biggest health goals right now, I've already reached my weight goal. It was 150 chow, where I'm going at 150 chow. 165 is really nice right now. I can't imagine. No, I had this number in my head. 160 is just wild. Like I don't know. So I've moved on from the weight, the wellness, my biggest wellness goals. And I want you to have wellness goals too. If you don't have wellness goals, what is you doing? Improve my liver, because the stagnation from fasting. With that comes bile production, improving bile production. With increased bile production, get rid of this fibroid naturally. I'm not cutting it out. I'm not doing no surgery, because if you do the surgery and you don't figure out the root cause, it will grow back, probably even bigger and tenfold, and bring friends. Not doing it. I'm going to shrink it naturally through food, nutrition, and wellness. I'm not playing. Okay, God gave me a brain and ChatGPT. I'm not playing. Oh. And liver, fibroid. There was one more thing. Liver, fibroid. I can't think of the one more thing, but it's probably vanity. I think it's just digestion. Digestion. Yeah. Okay. So liver, fibroid, and stomach digestion. Eating the right things. So when I eat now and I notice that my fingertips are warming, I write it down. The oatmeal, I'm writing it down because it was like magical. Today I had sardines. Get you some sardines, okay? Good for the skin. Sweet potatoes, steamed broccoli, fingers warmed up. Okay, I had a bagel and egg earlier this morning. Fingers didn't warm up. You know why the fingers warmed up? It was easy on my digestion. Everything was warm, moist, easy to digest. I'm telling you, if you want to go to the next level with your wellness, that TCM, baby. And when you improve your stomach digestion, you don't overeat as much. I think the overeating came so much because we're not absorbing the nutrients. That's why junk food is junk food. There's no nutrients in junk food. It's so easy to overeat. Junk food has no nutritional values, so you could eat it endlessly and never feel full or never be satisfied because it's empty. But imagine you are eating nutritious foods, but you can't absorb the nutrients. I used to have salads big as a Dutchie pot and felt like, oh, I could eat more. If you feel that way, it's time to start working on your gut health, because there's no reason you should be eating food and not feeling the effects, not seeing your nails grow, your hair grow. I used to lose eyelashes. I remember I got a set of lashes for a trip, and every one of the lashes fell off on the pillow. I told my sister, she was like, "Are you okay?" I said, "I don't know. Am I?" I was losing lashes. That means I'm not absorbing anything. It's hard out here. These are the things that matter to me. I'm so happy. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you. Yes. I'll be honest and say looking good is my primary reason to lose any kind of weight. Because looking good gets you far. And that's what I want, is to be far. I want to be far in career, finances, life, love, blessings. Okay? And if you're pretty, you can do it. And losing weight helps you look pretty. Manalai. Okay? But once that's over with, focus on your health. Because you only get one body, you only get one life. And you ain't gonna be young forever. Today's the oldest you've ever been and the youngest you'll ever be again. Today, right here, right now. Good blood work is a flex. Good blood work is a flex. Okay? Having your cholesterol levels, beautiful. Vitamin D levels, ooh, I'm scared of you. That's a flex. To not need to depend on coffee to exist. I can't remember the last time I had coffee. The lemons are doing it for me, baby. It's the lemons for me. Last time I drank was July 22nd. And that's not, sometimes I hate talking about the drinking because I feel like people take it as, oh, you think you better than? No, I'm proud. I'm really proud of myself because refraining from drinking, especially socially, you feel like a pariah, to be honest. Sometimes it's embarrassing. Like, showing up with healthy habits in most environments is usually an embarrassment ritual. Like, oh no, I'll just have the salad. No, I'm just gonna have some tea. And everybody looks at you like, oh, it's one of those. Oh, I just want to blend in. Like, can I blend in and like water and lemons? Like, don't be watching what I'm drinking. But all that to say, when you choose to focus on your health, things start getting fun, like, and watching improvements. I'm really excited to see if I could reverse graying. I'm too young to be graying and having so much grays. Caffeine is a drug. Aspirin is a drug. It's all a drug. Vyvanse is a drug. It's a drug. Depends on what it's solving, what it's helping. I usually never want to be dependent on anything. It's always been my fear to be dependent on anything. Because I know who I could. Listen, Scorpios, we have obsessive tendencies. I know that. I've never been obsessed with vices, thank goodness. Thank God. Because I know where that could lead. Scratching like Pookie. All right. But getting your health together, getting my health together is top for me. I can't. I don't want to be sick, fat, sick, and nearly dead. It's for the birds. So when you fast, be very cautious, especially if you're a woman, okay? Especially if you're a woman, be very cautious. Even if you are not looking to get pregnant, have children, your fertility, as a woman, the only reason you're here in this world is to reproduce. It's not saying that's your only function, but that is the function of a woman. So to say, I'm not having kids, it doesn't matter, it matters. You will have to be over into menopause land for it to not matter. And even then, it still matters. As a woman, you have to be very cautious about the length you fast, how often you fast, what kind of fast, what you eat when you break your fast. I can say I would do it again. I would do it again. My whole ADF journey. Um, because what ADF ultimately led me to was better health, better awareness of my body. I became very attuned to my body to even know, huh, is that jaundice I see? Because I felt like I was being gaslit. I really did. I went to the doctor and, they would be like, oh, I don't really see anything. My teeth and my eyes used to match. And that's not on the yellow end, okay? Right now, my teeth are still whiter than my eyes. I know once my eyes, hopefully, I don't know if it'll ever happen again, but once my eyes become white again, I've done it. You have those visual cues. Please get some material. Really read about Dr. Mindy Peltz because she is the official authority on fasting for a woman's body, her hormones, the length. There'd be times when I was fasting and I was like, why is this so hard today? It was fine last week. That was before I even started tracking my period. Like, big old grown woman not tracking her period. I didn't know if I was in luteal phase, follicular phase. All I know is if I'm bleeding or not. I didn't know how long it really was. I was like, oh, it's about 6-7 days. Now I know what my phase is, what to eat in the phase, what to focus on. If don't lift weights here, do some running here. Why do I feel run down? I just look at my 28 app and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm in my luteal phase. Oh, it all makes sense now. We're women. We don't operate on the same 24 hormone cycle like men. Men can do the ultimate fasting and it won't affect them. And that's why they're so good at losing weight with these protocols. For women, it is genuinely the stock market. Okay. It's like, you thought, okay, you got it. No, it is very jagged. Our weight loss with fasting because we have hormones and it's on a 28-day pattern. Fast Like a Girl tells you more. I also love my fast, feast, repeat. It's like the basics. I love, love, love the FAQs at the end. It answers any and everything you would ever want to know. Anything you've ever asked me is in this book, Fast, Feast, Repeat by Jen Stevens. And yeah, that's about it. Lyme disease is no more. Thank Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. What is my hair doing? Like, what is you doing? Get your life. Thank you, God. God is good all the time. All the time. All right. And lastly, I'll touch on YouTube. One more jumbo jet fly over me, please. I'm gonna get my bazooka. Y'all probably can't even hear it, but I feel like y'all hear it, and it's upsetting me and my homegirls. All right, so thank you, babe. Thank you, Sandra. Me and YouTube now. So I took the month off of October off very haphazardly and wasn't expecting it, and I loved it. I really did. You know why? Because I feel like I have evolved out of talking about alternate day fasting, and now I don't like when I feel disingenuous. I don't like feeling disingenuous. I can always talk about health, weight loss, wellness, fitness. That's always going to be my jam from here until I can't, until death. Because most Scorpios, they be focusing on some holistic stuff, right? It's in me. I'm not It's not never gonna falter. But I know you're here for ADF. And although I have been coaching and mentoring and helping with ADF, I'll be honest and say, I don't feel like teaching anymore. I don't feel like sharing anymore. I'm ready for the student phase of my life. If you've been with me throughout the year, you'll know that I've been working on your sleep to six alarm just went off. You'll know I've been working on healing my inner child. And this has been since the beginning of the year. And I'm going to say wholeheartedly that if you want to make a big difference in your life or go through healing faster, focus on healing your inner child. Because everybody talks about healing, but nobody talks about, or I don't feel like it's spoken enough about what healing will look like or the side effects of healing, especially healing your inner little child. So whatever your name is, little Colleen right now, she has no more to give. I'm really in the student phase of my life. And I'm not saying like bye-bye for good or whatever. I don't know what this is going to transition to. And to be honest, I'm starting something new. I don't know if I should say it. I've been holding on to this secret for a little bit now. I feel like it would be passing my place. We'll see. I'll hold on to it until it starts happening. But I'm doing something soon that it's going to require more of me and take me out of a place of giving. And I want to be in a place of receiving. I don't know. Don't go. Do you know your human design? Oh, great. Another thing for me to look at. I literally wrote an entire note about like my identity. It's so funny. Just in case I made like an online dating profile, I was going to be like, this is what I'm putting. Big three, Scorpio, Sun, Sagittarius, Rising, Aquarius, Moon. My Myers-Briggs is ENFP. I used to be an INFJ back in my 20s, and now I'm an ENFP, which is so well suited. Life path number 7, Enneagram type 7. Don't drink, don't smoke. I'm a hobby collector, ice skating, Legos, arts and craft, rock climbing. Yes, I rock climb now too. Competitive, board games, arcades, field games, races. Spontaneous homebody. I'm going to put all that on Bumble one day. But I am going to see what 2026 brings. And I have no interest in editing. None. Like the thought of editing makes me want to fight somebody. And I'll go back to saying I'm supposed to be on a cruise ship right now. I'm supposed to be on a cruise ship on an 8-day cruise. I'm supposed to be about for maybe like a month and a half. I was like, oh, God, this trip is coming up. No excitement. A month. This trip is coming up. I don't know. I asked my sister, you want to come? Like, you could come with me. She's like, no. About 3 weeks, I literally decided I'm not going on this trip. I booked the cruise for my birthday because I was like, oh, I'm going to do another solo birthday cruise like I did last year, which was wonderful. I booked it in April. Come November, No interest. No interest. The thing they don't tell you about healing is you lose the want or need to escape. Like a lot of my shenanigans, I'll call them, was because I was trying to distract myself. I was going here, there, and everywhere, looking for stuff, hoping to meet people, looking to engage. And that's not to say I still don't want that, but it's not primary for me. I don't need to be on a ship. I actually enjoy my home. If you haven't caught some of my caught my post in on YouTube in the post area, like I've been coloring. I've been coloring. Like I can't wait to run home so I could color. That's one of my image. Like I want to color. You know, I've been happy coloring and stuff. I want to be with my children. I want to cook my own food. This is what signs you're healing look like. Like you don't need to escape. I remember earlier in the year I was like, what games can I go to? I'm gonna go to the next game. And I'm still gonna go to the next game. But it was like, I need to get out the house. I gotta be on the go. Just wiped right out of me. Wiped right out of me. And it's not a sense of losing joy. It's just feeling more grounded. I just feel a lot more grounded in who I am and who I am not. Because that's a big one too. Where I feel like so many people on social media are trying to be something they are not and forcing. I can't force. I have never been one to force anything. I can't even lie properly. I can't even lie. It's hard to lie for me. Can't do it. Honesty above all. And so listen, I took the loss on that cruise ship money. It's a credit to its tuition in the University of Life. Okay, sometimes you just got to lose money. Cancel my JetBlue, whatever. It is what it is. I love it. It's my new Lego set. Isn't she? Tell me that's not gorgeous. What are you talking about? This is stunning. I want like 18 of these and then like put them on a wall. Like just, oh, if you're not onto Lego, get you a hobby. I will never stop saying get you a hobby. Get you something that makes you happy. Like coloring. Okay. Like coloring. But anyways, that was everything. Pros and cons of ADF. Traditional Chinese medicine, no longer have Lyme. And I really don't know what I'm gonna do with YouTube. I don't even know if you're gonna see me again, to be honest. I don't want to lose touch. But right now, like the thought of like even getting my head in the game to make this live, as much as I love talking to you all, I felt drained and I don't want to do anything that makes me feel drained right now. I want to be excited. And it's not you, it's me. It's not me. It's not you. It's me. The whole breakup speech. All right, let's see what y'all talking about. It's not you. It's me. Thank you, Melinda. Okay. Oh, so happy you're back. See, now I feel bad reading. uh, I'm not gonna leave forever. I just have to find out what I'm doing here. Like I also want to go back into my hygiene stuff because I love self-care. I have all these skincare products and hygiene and feminine products and stuff. And I'm like, they're not gonna watch this. Nobody's gonna watch any of this. And it's just gonna be like no views. Thank you so much for continuing to post content. I tried ADF for 2 weeks and it helped me lose 7 pounds. Thing is, I had to switch back to 68 because ADF was too much for me. That's good. That's good that you know that about yourself. I'm looking for a caffeine pill or something I could take on fast days. I'm clean fasting now, and I find that I'm getting terrible headaches around the 24-hour mark. Get electrolytes. You need electrolytes. That's one thing I did buy, and I'm happy I did get is actually a big old thing of pink Himalayan sea salt. I don't know why I didn't buy that sooner. I've been buying electrolytes like a fool. Just get the big old like Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan sea salt and get you a little teaspoon. Take out like quarter of a teaspoon, put it in water. Game change. Like, I don't know why I wasn't doing that sooner. I pop that in a lot of things. If you have high blood pressure, obviously be careful. But if you are dizzy, fatigued, and not having any kind of sodium to replenish your reserves, you're doing yourself a grave misjustice. I have grave disease. I found out that 16/8 and low carb works best for me. I've lost 30 pounds since August 2025. That's amazing. Wow. I've always did intermittent fasting, but never did it correctly. How did ADF affect your period? Me personally, no. No, it didn't affect my period. You see, like I did weird. No, it didn't. For me personally, no. Okay, Shan says, because of you, I confirmed ADHD and recently begun Vyvanse life changing. I'm so happy for you. Vyvanse, like you don't have to suffer, you don't have to struggle. This is not the struggle Olympics. And now I'm finding out that you don't have to, like, I don't have to be dependent on it forever. I thought I was gonna have to depend on it forever. This lemon a day, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I'm gonna go for day 4 now. And now I'm scared because I don't want them to stop my prescription. But I don't know. I have to become a dealer. You didn't hear that. Fernanda says this Thursday I will complete 4 weeks in ADF. Colleen, you inspire me. That's amazing. Congrats. Yeah, add more things to your blood work. Get all the tests and whatever you can't or insurance won't cover, buy. Monopoly, what do you? Buy it. I want to do the hormone test, the Dutch test, I think it is. Y'all will spend money on a Sephora sale, but won't get yourself a vitamin D test. Make it make sense. Please, 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 please. Don't make me get ignorant. African and Blessed says 50 pounds GLP-1, 10 pounds ADF. Good to see you. That's wonderful. Congrats. Okay. I'm going to say this, and you could do with it what you will. Do not mix ADF and GLP-1s. Point blank, period. It's either one or the other because they both do the same thing. ADF and GLP-1s both do the same things. So you're stacking two very powerful tools together that can result in fatigue, hair loss, skin sagging, muscle loss, brain fog, kidneys. Your kidneys will shut down because you're probably not intaking amount of fluids you probably need. It's one or the other. Please, please, please. When you have GLP-1s, it is imperative to get in your macronutrients sufficiently because Ozempic face is a real thing. It's not it is because you lose weight very quickly, but you also lose a lot of fat and you lose a lot of muscle. So you'll just be like, boo, it's, like a jump scare. And I don't want that for you. Both are not necessary. They both do the same thing. It's just different methods. Do not combine GLP-1s and ADF. Overkill. Oh my God, just thinking about it. Please stop. No, don't do that. Please, blessed. It's too much. Because the thing about both as well is that they are tools. You have to learn how to, because God forbid you don't have access to the GLP-1 anymore, right? And you have to use willpower for ADF, but you haven't gotten to the source of the issue on either one, which is your emotional eating and binge eating tendencies. We're going to have to solve that. So if we have two tools masking the root of the issue, you're going to be dependent. I'm very thankful that I took the time to really emotionally purge and regulate during alternate day fasting, because now I had to stop ADF because it was affecting my liver. And I didn't gain back the weight because now I knew how to cope without food being my crutch. You understand? It's you having to remind yourself to behave for me. Missed you. I missed you too. No behavior, as the Soca people say. Is it? If anybody's in Jamaica, are y'all okay? Like, what's going on? My family is in the East and they weren't hit that bad, but the devastation is real. It's really bad. It's so terrible. St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, St. Catherine. Not Trelawney. Trelawney's fine. No, Trelawney. Falmouth. Yeah, Trelawney. Literally had a cold yesterday, did ADF, and now it's gone. The reason that is because cells can't duplicate in a fast. The viruses cannot duplicate when you're fasted because of autophagy. So isn't that wonderful? You can fast yourself to health. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, y'all. I appreciate you. Happy belated birthday, MJ Phoenix. Happy early birthday, Leslie. I'm gonna get back to fasting. Yeah, if you're gonna hop on a GLP, you don't need to fast. Y'all, please let the GLP-1 do what it needs to do on its own. Do not rush the results with fasting, with skipping meal. That is literally, and that's how I know some of y'all are not getting doctoral advice, because no doctor would condone this. And because they didn't, I'm telling you with no doctorate degree that you cannot fast and have GLP-1s, or I will beat you. Bad, 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 bad. So let the GLP-1 take the time it needs. Do not stop rushing. Don't rush it. I know you want to be skinny tomorrow, but you don't want to look like a crypt keeper with no ass at all disease. Don't do that. That's all I gotta say. Soup for president. You're so right. I've been following that warm food, warm water practice for the last year or so. I've done the same for my baby girl, who, by the way, is gonna ring the next week on the 13th. She's gonna ring. She's gonna ring? What does that mean? But yeah, stay warm, especially women. Keep your feet warm, keep your neck warm, keep your womb warm. Warm showers, warm foot soaks, stay warm. Warmth means circulation. Warmth means circulation. Okay? If you see your nails getting brittle, your hair is not growing anymore, your face looks dull, and your body's always cold, well, that's a lack of circulation. Fibroids are also a lack of circulation. It's stagnated blood in the womb. I've been doing the castor oil in the navel thing too, but so far so great. I've completely stopped spotting and stuff. So that's awesome. I've never thought about the whole salad thing. That's an eye opener. Yeah, warmth. Even if you want vegetables and such, just lightly saute them. I have a bag of, that like cabbage slaw mix that they say you could pour in a bowl with the whole salad mix. I'm gonna just lightly saute it and eat it with, a protein or meal. No more cold foods for me. Cold water, no ice, none of that. If I'm drinking anything, it is hot, which, by the way, this is lemon water and lemon and ginger tea, which is now room temperature. Room temperature is okay, but warm is better. Hot is a little too much. You want the body to do as little as possible when it comes to digestion and warming. It's like if you I heard this great analogy. If you put say you're making a meal, say you're making a pot of soup, and you add 1 big cup of cold water to the soup, and it was bubbling. Now what has the soup done? It stopped bubbling. Now you have to crank up the fire to max high just to get it to bubble again. And then you could turn it down. That's what your body is doing when you introduce cold things to it. You require more energy because that's your gas bill going up. You require more energy in order to bring this coldness to the temperature of what's in the pot. This energy is taking away energy that you already don't have, that you're depending on caffeine for, that you're depending on food or sugary substances for, that you're hoping to get a quick hit. If you eat things that are already the temperature of your body, this is less energetic for your body, less processing. Do yourself a favor. Listen, TCM, traditional. Let me give you the name of the videos I've been listening to, and I've also been on my Finstagram because I have a Finstagram just to look at stuff. I'm not on it. Chinese medicine. One of the most important. Chinese medicine podcast. She has great videos. Chinese medicine podcast. And the video that introduced me, I think her name was Dr. G. What was her name? TCM Well Podcast. Her name is Dr. G. If you're interested. But it was like the best thing I've ever introduced to. Just discovered you yesterday and started today with my fast. Now I have to go back and watch your past stuff. Any recommendations of what to watch first? I have a playlist. You can watch the playlist. Yeah, watch the playlist. A lot has changed since my early videos. Or you could start with my lives, my earliest live on alternate day fasting. Because I think my lives are only for alternate day fasting, whereas I have videos about lifestyle and stuff. But I do have ADF, the Fast Forward podcast that I created. You can start there. Glad you're feeling great in your present day and loving it and me. Thanks for caring about us all. You're welcome. That's why we love you. Transparency. Yeah. I have a secret, I have something I'm secretly working on that I'm dying to tell you, but I really don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. You're my girl. I want to share it with you. I'm super excited. I haven't even shared it with my family or friends yet. So I can't tell you guys yet. That would be so disrespectful to them. But I have to, as soon as something changes, God willing, when it kicks up, you'll be the first to know. You'll be the second to know after my friends and family. Colleen, you changed my life. Aw, that's very sweet of you to say, Erica. Yeah, coloring for president as well. You started baking. Erica's down 17 pounds since the end of September. Amazing. I seem sad. I just came on and I'm okay. I guess my saddest thing is what to do with you all, because I don't know what to do. I can't force myself to come on and talk about things that you're not interested in, especially since I'm not excited about weight anymore. I'm excited about health and wellness and different ways to heal thyself and feminine issues and skin and beauty and that stuff. And I don't know how to do that on a live. I don't know. I'm not editing, nothing. I can't do it. Just the thought of editing stresses, gives me hives. I don't know where this disdain came from, but once it ended, I just can't look back. Do you have any advice on stress eating when trying to do ADF? Journal. You have to journal. You have to journal. You have to journal. And you don't have to write down, when I was 8, a boy kicked my ball. It doesn't have to be deep. Just a purge of today. Hey, today my boss peed me off by replying all to this email when it was just between us. and they had no Snickers in the vending machine. And I was so irritated. I wanted to kick somebody. Like getting that off your brain and onto paper, as silly as it seems, as frivolous as it seems, it is literally an energy transference. And y'all are not understanding the power of that. It seems trivial, it seems annoying. Even if you, I like the power of writing. I don't really believe in digital typing and all. I don't. I need to do the physical contact of pen in hand and paper and just write like the wind. This stupid idiot, he let me catch the red light, like whatever. And you'll realize how much foolishness is just like lingering on your brain, messing up your chi and, ruining your feminine energy. Like, don't let the fools get to you. Write about them in your burn book, like Mean Girls. This fool, and if you want to, you can write to God, you can write to the love of your life. You can write to someone that has passed away. Dear Dad, I miss you so much. I wish you could see how much I've transformed me. I lost my dad when I was 16. So sometimes I think about him and like what, would he have been proud of me and who I became. And, at this point, he's been dead longer than I've been alive with him. But energy transference, my love. You have to. Oh God, don't do this, Jackie. Don't do that. Don't do that, Jackie. You making it feel like I'm about to pass away. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that. I'm just not sure what I was going to do. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I feel really good. See, that's the thing about getting to your goal is like, all right, what next? And it's like, oh my God, I lost the will to talk about this stuff. Like I'm on to something else. I've been leading to this in previous lives already with you all. Like once you reach the goal, now it's not like you're obsessed with it anymore. Like I'm not obsessed with weight loss anymore. Thank God, but like I don't know where that leaves us. Annie says, thank you for touching my life. I never thought I'd be a size 8 again. It's fun over here. I'm sad to see you go. It's time to Wow, I forgot about the graduation. Wow. Let me find out I graduated from y'all. It's time to graduate, onward and upward, higher heights and deeper depths. Deeper depths is that's what it is. It's deeper depths. I won't like post the lemon. I don't know the girl's name. Just type in Dr. Berg, lemon a day. Can you come on just while you journal or craft or color? I was even thinking about that, but I'm like, this is an entirely different. That's the thing about having too many hobbies is like jack of all trade, master of none. So I just stuck to the ADF and weight loss content. Like, who the hell wants to watch me color? I don't know, maybe. I'll see. But then again, it's like, I ain't editing none of it unless it's live. Like, that's how I started doing lives because I was tired of editing. Sparkle, thank you. Amy is down 29 pounds since August 4th. Congratulations. Morena says, thank you so much. I appreciate you. My hair journey. Yeah, she's coming along. And now that I'm getting my digestion working, I'm hoping like my hair will have a hair boost, like a hair growth spurt now because I done had a shag for about 2 years now. I'm 2 years locked. In December, it'll be 3 years. I'm supposed to be Rapunzel. No, I'm not. I cut my hair a few times, but I'm tired of this damn shag, but I'm not losing the bangs because the bangings. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. No, I look like Carol Brady, child. Like, what in the Brady Bunch? Jan, Peter. Can't take myself seriously. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Lemon water daily. Fix my extra estrogen. This is all I needed to hear. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Did your big one? You showed us how to be great. Damn, stop it. Stop it. Y'all making me feel bad. Happy early. Thank you, Queen of the South. We love you long time. Yeah, it doesn't mix. Yeah, it's like I know. Think y'all not interested in that. I'll have to reassess. The biggest thing I wanted to do was just do motivational, inspirational like talks beyond weight loss. Like I love empowerment, but as I said, right now, I don't have the energy to feed into others. Like I need to be fed right now. I'm in that stage where I want to be fed. I've been giving and giving, and not to say like, oh, you all asked for so much. No, it's not like that. It's inherently within me to want to help. And just I really want to be fed and taught. And I feel like, I'm tired of sharing my brain. It's running out. My top 5 supplements. Ooh, I like this question. Thank you, Jackie. Top 5 supplements. Top 5 supplements. Collagen. It has to be vital protein. Collagen peptides. That's 1. I will say cod liver oil. 2. The vitamin D supplement is required as a woman. You need a vitamin D supplement. And no less than 2,000. Like you need a separate one. Don't have that one that's mixed into your multivitamin. You need a separate one. So we have collagen. I can do this. Fish oil. Vitamin D. Magnesium is required. If you're not a magnesium, go to Amazon right the hell now and order magnesium. Preferably glycinate. That's like the standard good one, especially for resting and being at ease. I personally got magnesium citrate because I want to clear out my excess waste and help with daily bowel movements. And the citrate one does that. Okay. I've done glycinate. This is my first time doing magnesium citrate. I prefer the citrate with the bowel movement for me personally, because I need to get the excess estrogen out of me in order to not recycle it and refeed fibroids. Last, what's the last one for me? I will say a good multi-liquid. A multi-liquid with like some hair support in it. Yeah, right now I'm doing the Mary Ruths with the hair. So yeah, this is just my top 5. Collagen, peptides, cod, fish oil, vitamin D, magnesium, a liquid multivitamin. Liquid. Thank you for asking that. I love supplements with all my heart. It's so hard to say goodbye. There's an essential oil called Inner Child. Smells amazing by Young Living. Wonderful. My doctor offered me GLP-1 because I'm pre-diabetic. I refused it because I wanted to do it for myself. A1C is stable and reverse itself. I'm currently in remission. Beautiful. Get the strap. Thank you. Screw tomorrow. I want to be skinny now. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Yeah, no acid all disease is no bueno. You want a long back. You want a little bump to sit on. You be sitting on your back. I want that for you. I don't want that for you. Today's your husband's birthday. I've fallen off fast and decided to give myself a break. Hearts to you. Good for you. Scorpio men make good husbands. Like bald Scorpio men make great husbands. I will say that. Big babies, but make really good, loyal, steadfast husbands. They really do. I want me a Capricorn man. Capricorn husbands are elite. Nobody could tell me otherwise. And I don't care business about your experience with Capricorn men. That's your experience. Yeah. Prayers for Jamaica, boy. You have a Starlink mini on your car and open it so fast. That's beautiful. Yeah, some people haven't spoken to their families since the hurricane. It's also not good. Chia seed puddings. I'm going to make one tonight for breakfast tomorrow, and I will be warming it up in the morning. I'm not having it cold, but they're so convenient. Been drinking miso soup every morning. I want to get some miso paste, yes, and mix it with my bone broth. Some seaweed. Yes, sip on soup for supper. And in the morning, listen, I'm into Chinese medicine, honey, because they be eating whatever the hell for breakfast. Ain't on no eggs and bagels. I didn't fast for the past 3 days. I'm having my period in a few days. I'm on my 4th week of ADF. I'm so scared on how I'm going to get back on track. It was so hard to start with. I'm not even going to lie to you. You're right. It's harder to get back on track than it is to start fresh. When you start fresh, you don't know what to expect, but you're just rolling off like positivity and determination. When you stop our ADF and get back on, you already know what to expect, the discomfort, the retransition back into fat burning. It's like painful. And yes, you're right. You're not wrong. But y'all, 6 to sleep. If you're sleeping on 6 to sleep, stop that. You don't have to do more. 6 to sleep is really going to do what it needs to do, because honestly, since the challenge started in September, I've just been naturally stopping eating around 6:30, to be honest, because sometimes I get home late from work. And all of a sudden I was 165. Just 165, minding my own business and getting some great sleep. If you are really struggling with ADF, the best thing you could do is have breakfast, have lunch, skip dinner. 16-8 reversed. And even then it's like, no, I don't even want to do 16-8. I don't want to do 16-8. I just want to do 6 to sleep. I don't want to count. I don't want to, I can't do this and it hasn't been 16 hours. No. I want to have a good hearty breakfast, because having breakfast is very important. What is my hair doing? Having breakfast is very important. And stop eating at night is very important. 6 to sleep covers both. And you will shed fat and be okay. It's hard journaling with ADHD. Did you do it before the meds? I see my doc in December. I've always been a journaler. Like, it's just something I've done since I was a child. The reason I really didn't do it much as a child is because my mom used to violate my privacy. So I'm not trying to write down things I know she's gonna find. It's been in me. I've always been some kind of writer. Um, movement also helps. If you can't write, move. Even if it's dancing, put on your favorite music and dance. Sometimes you're just sad and just need a little pick me up. If I don't think we're utilizing music enough. We're listening to so many podcasts, so many movies, binge watching shows. We're not listening to enough music. Put on some music and get in your feelings and start whining and dancing in your cute lingerie in front of the mirror. If you ain't got no kids around, you got a man, just put on your cute whine. Just put on some music. Start utilizing music more, y'all. Listen to work. On your way to work, listen to music. Yeah, stop listening to the news and all that nonsense. We know the world is falling apart. You ain't got to listen to it 24/7. Put on some music. Put on your favorite music, and not know woe is me or SZA. I hate my life. I need you to rise up. Listen to I wanna love somebody. Things you can snap a finger to. Okay, the best of the '90s or whatever. Phil Collins, whatever they be playing in the cafeteria, that's what you should be listening to. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you for inspiring me to start ADF again. I gained so much this past year and I'm doing great now. That's awesome. I'm happy to be a part of your journey. A wellness coach. Yeah, I just don't have the energy to coach. I don't want to coach. I want to be a student. So what's next for you then? If you're leaving for good, you can't leave us on a cliffhanger. I'll be back one day. Maybe, like, I can't tell you when. If anything, next year, like 2026, maybe January. I just need to step back. I need to step back so I can reassess. I think I have a lot going on because I'm also finishing school, doing some career changes, and still working on, this inner child healing, my health. My opinion on beef organ supplements, I take them. I take 2 beef liver capsules every day. Has raised my iron up immensely from 23 to 97. Beef liver capsules, especially when I'm menstruating. Hope that helps. All right. Okay, this is the last question. Colleen, dear, what about 2 hours workout during your fast? Don't do that. Why would you do that? Like, y'all don't even do 2-hour workouts when eating, much like what are you talking about? What? 2 hours? What are you doing for 2 hours? What kind of workout is 2 hours? When you're on your fast day, you should be relaxing and taking it very easy. You have no energy to spend 2 hours worth of anything doing. Have a seat. If you want to stretch. Of course, my channel will be up. I just probably won't, be active. Everything will be up. I'm not like shutting down shop. I'm going to still peek in on the Facebook group. Yeah, I'm definitely going to still be peeking in on the Facebook group. I'm still going to be poking in my head. Sometimes I'm scared to. You ever like stepped away from something and you're scared to like reapproach it? That's how I feel when like my Facebook app accidentally opens and I am instantly hit with like posts from the ADF group. I'm like, ugh, it just reminds me of my failure to check in more often. I hate being reminded of like my failures. But I am happy so when somebody gets like a random comment from me in the ADF post, in the ADF group, It's because my Facebook accidentally opened and I saw a post and I'm like, oh, you're doing amazing. Like, because they're really doing amazing things over there in the ADF group. So awesome. So I'll still poke my head in over there because I will never like I don't want to abandon anybody. I don't know. I have this odd allegiance. This is a community. This has always been a community. And I'm not the sun. We're all planets in this community. I just happen to be the hub we all convene in. And I want that. I want to keep that for us because I don't want us to split apart and enter different galaxies. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Turning 36 soon, and I feel no ways about it. I'm not scared. I think my next scary age will be like 39. I'm like, damn, I'm 39. I think after 35, in my head, it was like just downhill for. So like anything after 35, I'm like, all right, well, it's been a wrap for me anyway. I fell for it. Like society got me with the 35. I'm damaged goods, used, a waste of space, discarded. I don't know. That's how I feel. That's why we do the inner child healing. Obviously not, but just 35 is like, damn. That's why I make people guess my age, because if I tell them they're 35, they're instantly like, oh, 35. I'm like, oh, should have just said 28. All right. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I will see you when I see you. We'll keep it at that. I'll see you when I see you, when I see you. And maybe if something really important comes up, something really important that I have to share with you, I'll jump on, because you're all also my friends. Shout out to all of you who have been a part of this, and have a wonderful night. Take care.